When he won the Oscar for Best Actor, I sent him my congratulations, but he did not reply.
Because when a woman finds a good one, then that's what you're looking for. But I will say that she's young still, you know what I mean? And I too was looking forward to them making it, because I thought, oh, you know what? She's been looking for someone to keep on her arm, to be able to have a relationship with that is meaningful and that's successful, because we know that the girl's gonna keep her somebody that is gonna be newsworthy, you know. But I think,
damn, Lisa, right?
What if the biggest flex in Hollywood wasn't revenge, but silence? What if the most painful breakup story on the internet wasn't about cheating, screaming matches, or messy interviews, but about watching someone you once had become untouchable without you? Because right now, the internet isn't just talking about the Harvey family anymore. They're dissecting them, frame by frame, post by post, smile by smile. And according to the viral narrative taking over social media, this story stopped being celebrity gossip a long time ago. Now people are calling it the public collapse of an empire that once looked completely untouchable. For years, the Harvey name represented perfection, luxury, status, influence, power. Steve Harvey built a brand around confidence and wisdom. Marjorie Harvey became the image of elegance and control. And Lori Harvey transformed into the internet's definition of modern celebrity beauty: mysterious, desired, impossible to ignore. Every relationship became a trending topic. Every Instagram post looked like a magazine cover. Every vacation looked expensive enough to make ordinary people question their life choices. From the outside, they looked untouchable. But the internet has a dangerous habit. The moment people sense even the smallest crack in a perfect image, they stop admiring it. They start hunting for what's underneath it. And according to millions of people online, that crack appeared the moment Michael B. Jordan stood on that Oscar stage holding gold in his hands while the entire world applauded. Because that moment changed everything. Not just for him, for them. The internet immediately reframed the entire story overnight. Suddenly, people weren't looking at Michael B. Jordan like another celebrity boyfriend in Lori Harvey's dating history. They started looking at him like the one that got away. The disciplined man who quietly leveled up while the rest of Hollywood stayed addicted to attention. And once that narrative took hold, social media became ruthless. Old interviews resurfaced. Old paparazzi clips went viral again. Old relationship moments got analyzed like evidence in a courtroom. People who once praised Lori for knowing her worth suddenly started asking a brutal question. Did she walk away from the best thing she would ever have? Now, whether that's fair or not almost doesn't matter anymore, because perception is currency in celebrity culture. Once the audience collectively decides what your story is, reversing it becomes almost impossible. And that's where this situation allegedly became catastrophic for the Harvey brand. Because Michael didn't spiral publicly after the breakup. He didn't rant online. He didn't do bitter interviews. He didn't post cryptic captions trying to embarrass anybody. He evolved. And that may have been the most devastating response possible. Because silence in Hollywood is power. Silence creates mystery. Silence allows people to project dignity onto you while everyone else looks chaotic by comparison. The quieter Michael became, the louder the internet spoke for him. And then came the Oscar. That Oscar didn't just symbolize success. According to the online narrative, it symbolized permanence. See, fame is temporary. Virality is temporary. Being attractive is temporary. Trending topics disappear every week. But legacy? Legacy stays. Winning an Oscar changes how the industry sees you forever. Directors call differently. Studios move differently. Brands market you differently. Hollywood starts treating you like history instead of hype. And according to social media, that's exactly what made this entire story explode emotionally. Because now the comparisons suddenly felt uneven. One side looked permanent. The other side looked dependent on attention. That's harsh. But that's exactly how the internet framed it. And once audiences became emotionally attached to that storyline, the floodgates opened completely. TikTok creators started turning the Harvey family into a digital courtroom. Body language experts began analyzing old interviews like they were solving crimes. YouTubers started making breakdowns about hidden tension inside the blended family. Memes spread faster than facts. Rumors spread faster than truth. And suddenly, the conversation wasn't only about Lori and Michael anymore. It became about the entire Harvey empire. People online started questioning everything. Was the image authentic? Were the relationships genuine? Was the family carefully managing public perception the entire time? Because today's internet is obsessed with authenticity. Audiences don't worship polished celebrity perfection the way they used to. In fact, the more perfect someone appears online, the more satisfying people find their downfall. That's the dangerous shift happening in entertainment right now. Years ago, celebrities could survive by looking untouchable. Today, audiences crave vulnerability. They want honesty. They want flaws. They want emotional transparency. And according to critics online, the Harvey family allegedly represents the opposite of that. Not reality. Presentation. Not emotional truth. Brand management. Again, these are internet narratives and speculation, not confirmed facts. But perception drives culture now. And right now, perception is turning against them fast. Then the rumors became even messier. Anonymous insiders allegedly started leaking stories claiming there was tension behind closed doors inside the Harvey household. Social media exploded with theories about emotional fallout happening privately while Michael's public image kept getting stronger. Some online commentators even claimed there were attempts to reconnect with Michael's circle during his career peak, rumors that allegedly ended in silence and rejection.
No proof, no confirmations.
Just speculation. But in celebrity culture, speculation spreads like wildfire when people already want to believe the story. And honestly, people desperately wanted to believe this one. Because deep down, this story taps into something emotional almost everybody understands. The fear of letting go of something real while chasing something temporary. The fear of realizing too late that someone you underestimated became extraordinary without you. That emotional core is why audiences became obsessed. This stopped being about celebrities. People started projecting their own heartbreaks onto it, their own regrets, their own missed opportunities. That's why the internet can't let this story die. And then came the twist nobody expected, Brandy Harvey. For years, Brandy stayed relatively quiet compared to the rest of the family. She wasn't constantly trending. She wasn't at the center of gossip headlines. She mostly remained outside the chaos. But suddenly, social media began turning her into one of the most important characters in the story. Rumors started circulating that Brandy allegedly became frustrated watching the family maintain a polished image while resentment quietly built beneath the surface. Some internet creators even speculated she may have privately documented years of tension, favoritism, and emotional conflict inside the blended family dynamic. Again, none of this is confirmed, but the rumor alone was enough to send social media into overdrive. Because the most dangerous threat to any carefully managed image is an insider who knows where the cracks really are. Suddenly, people started revisiting old family interviews looking for signs of discomfort. Old photos got analyzed like hidden evidence. Every awkward glance became proof of dysfunction according to TikTok detectives. That's the terrifying power of modern internet culture. That's the terrifying power of modern internet culture. You no longer control your image once the audience decides your narrative for you. And according to the public conversation online, the Harvey family allegedly lost control weeks ago. What makes this situation even more brutal is how calm Michael B. Jordan appears throughout all of it.
No interviews attacking anybody. No emotional social media meltdowns.
No public bitterness. Nothing. And ironically, that silence may be what elevated him most. Because audiences today are exhausted by performative drama. They're tired of celebrity couples turning relationships into marketing campaigns. Tired of influencer culture disguised as authenticity. Tired of perfectly curated lives that feel emotionally empty. So when Michael stayed focused on work, discipline, and achievement, many people started projecting maturity onto him automatically. Whether that perception is completely accurate almost doesn't matter anymore. Belief is power. And right now, the public believes Michael represents substance while the Harvey brand represents optics. That contrast became the fuel for the entire conversation. Then came another dangerous development: financial speculation. This is where the story allegedly shifted from gossip into reputational warfare. Online commentators began claiming luxury brands may start distancing themselves from Lori because public perception changed so dramatically after Michael's Oscar win. Harsh narratives started forming online, labeling her as the woman who lost Michael B. Jordan. Cruel? Absolutely, but branding is emotional. Companies invest in narratives people admire. Once admiration turns into mockery, business relationships become more complicated. And social media became relentless. Every vacation photo got mocked. Every glamorous post got labeled performative. Every confident caption got interpreted as damage control. That's the terrifying thing about narrative collapse. Once audiences decide your image feels fake, everything starts looking desperate. And according to the internet, that's exactly what allegedly happened to the Harvey brand. For years, the family reportedly mastered the art of controlling perception through luxury aesthetics, carefully curated relationships, and aspirational content. But Michael's rise allegedly shattered that formula completely, because no amount of image management can compete with undeniable accomplishment. That's the lesson audiences keep repeating online. Talent outlasts trends. Discipline outlasts aesthetics. Character outlasts branding. And perhaps that's why this story resonates so deeply with millions of people. It feels like a warning about building identity around attention instead of substance. A warning about prioritizing image over authenticity. A warning about mistaking access to fame for permanence. Because according to the viral narrative, the Harvey family allegedly believed Michael was replaceable. But once he reached Oscar-level status, the imbalance became impossible to ignore. Now, every rumor about reconnecting only makes the situation look more painful in the eyes of the public. And social media loves painful irony. That's why this story exploded beyond celebrity gossip. It contains every ingredient audiences obsess over:
Power, beauty,
regret, status, silence,
downfall.
revenge without speaking. And perhaps the most powerful part of all is that Michael never had to publicly humiliate anybody. He simply kept ascending. Every new movie announcement strengthens his image further. Every award appearance increases the contrast. Every success story makes the breakup narrative harsher for Lori in the eyes of the internet. That's what makes this feel so brutal to watch. There's no dramatic confrontation, no explosive interview, no public war. Just one person quietly becoming more untouchable while the other side allegedly struggles beneath the weight of public opinion. Sometimes silence destroys louder than words ever could. Meanwhile, sympathy for Lori has also started growing in some corners online. Because beneath all the gossip is still a real human being living under impossible levels of scrutiny. Imagine opening your phone every day and seeing millions of strangers treat your past relationship like the biggest mistake of your life. Imagine watching your ex become more celebrated every month while every single thing you post gets compared to him endlessly. That kind of pressure would crush most people. But the internet rarely leaves room for nuance. Social media prefers simple characters: heroes, villains, victims,
Masterminds.
and according to the current online narrative, those roles have already been assigned. Michael became the disciplined king who rose above chaos. Lori became the woman who allegedly lost him. Marjorie became the mastermind accused of influencing everything. Brandy became the insider who may expose the truth. Steve Harvey became the patriarch watching the empire shake around him. It's dramatic, messy, emotional, perfectly designed for virality. But underneath all the gossip, something deeper is happening. People are starting to question celebrity culture itself. Why are relationships treated like business mergers now? How much of social media romance is actually real? How many celebrity couples are genuinely in love versus strategically branding themselves together? Those questions are at the heart of why this story keeps spreading. Because audiences increasingly suspect the fantasy was never authentic to begin with. And once people stop believing the fantasy, the machine starts collapsing. That's the danger the Harvey brand allegedly faces now. Not one scandal, not one breakup, but a total loss of credibility. Because in the influencer era, relevance is currency. If the audience stops believing in your image, partnerships weaken, engagement drops, influence fades, cultural power disappears. And according to entertainment blogs and online commentary, people believe the family understands exactly what's at stake. Not just reputation, legacy. Meanwhile, Michael B. Jordan keeps moving forward untouched. That's what makes this story feel almost cinematic. The internet expected heartbreak. They expected public drama. They expected bitterness. Instead, they got silence and success. And somehow, that became louder than any interview ever could. Now fans are obsessing over what happens next. Will the Harvey family attempt a major rebrand? Will anyone address the rumors directly? Will Brandy ever publicly speak? Will Steve Harvey step in to shift the narrative? Or has social media already decided how the story ends? Those questions are fueling endless debates online every single day. But one thing already feels undeniable. This entire saga changed how many people view fame itself. For years, clout looked untouchable. Now audiences are realizing clout can disappear overnight while real accomplishment lasts forever. That's the lesson people keep taking from Michael's rise. Looking important and becoming important are two very different things. According to the internet narrative, the Harvey family mastered appearing powerful. But Michael B. Jordan allegedly mastered something much more dangerous, becoming undeniable. That's why the Oscar mattered so much emotionally. It symbolized permanence, and permanence changes the way the world sees you forever. As this entire story continues unfolding online, people remain obsessed because it no longer feels like ordinary Hollywood gossip. It feels like a warning about modern fame itself. A warning about building identity around validation instead of purpose. A warning about chasing optics while neglecting substance. A warning about underestimating someone who quietly chooses growth over noise. And maybe that's the deepest reason audiences can't look away. Because deep down, people recognize something painfully human in this entire situation. The terrifying realization that someone you once had access to no longer needs you at all. In the end, nobody outside that family truly knows what happened behind closed doors. Rumors may be exaggerated. Some claims may be completely false. Social media narratives are not the same thing as reality. That matters. But the public reaction surrounding this story still reveals something undeniable about the culture we live in now. People are exhausted by manufactured perfection. They crave authenticity more than ever before. And the moment audiences sense something artificial behind the curtain, they stop admiring the illusion and start tearing it apart piece by piece. Right now, the Harvey family sits at the center of that storm. And whether they recover or not, one truth already feels written into internet history. Michael B. Jordan didn't just win an Oscar. According to millions online, he changed the entire conversation. And sometimes, that becomes the loudest victory of all.